Hi friends and welcome here. I hope you're having the most wonderful day. As you can see, we're in an entirely new kitchen. We moved recently, which is why I haven't uploaded in a few weeks. I'm sorry about that, but any spare moment that I had in the midst of being a mom was spent trying to pack and get our stuff ready so that we can move here to our new place. Yeah, just for many various reasons, we decided to switch from the apartment that we were at and switch to where we are now. And I am absolutely loving our new kitchen. It's honestly, the setup of the kitchen is like my dream kitchen. It has a big island in which you are right now. I have the camera propped up and it's the perfect height. It's perfect. I love the lighting. I love the layout. I have an abundance of storage, which was great because in our previous one we were kind of struggling since we love to meal prep and we have a child, and mainly because we meal prep. Victor meal preps and then I meal prep. It just seemed like we definitely needed a bigger kitchen. In terms of rooms and living room, we could settle for something that's smaller, but we knew that the kitchen, we did want more space because it was starting to get cluttered. And now if you can see, even our espresso machine has a nice little corner there and it just fits perfectly. We have our plant-based books there. We still have some more that we have to unpack. You can't really see them, but they're up there in that little corner. But it just makes for a much, it's just, I don't know, just a better layout, and I'm just so excited. I'm so happy and just beyond thankful that Victor was on board to making the switch and moving to where we are now. I'm excited also because we have like an outdoor space, and I'm waiting to head to the thrift store and maybe thrift a few pieces of like outdoor furniture, since that's what better way to, you know, like one, save money, but two, also like reuse, recycle. Then head to the thrift store and buy like a couple of like nice chairs, a nice little table. And my vision for that is just, I want to make this home or this place a place in which I can thrive this past year. I haven't shared much of it on here, and maybe that's kind of why I've just kind of been MIA a little bit like on social media, is because this year has been a really tough year for me, like with the move. I don't want to get emotional. I don't want to get emotional. Obviously with the move came new things. It came, yes, exciting new vegan spots. It came with like my husband finally working for a ministry, which has been his dream. It came with new friendships for sure, but it definitely was a rough one, all the more when it came to like being a new mom in a new place, a stay-at-home mom in a new place. Definitely a lot of new things this past year, and so it was just a tough one. All the more I think the layout of the apartment that we were in, it was very dark in there and the lighting was just not the greatest that we had thought of that it would be in the beginning when we first signed the lease. And I'm just hoping that this place is just so much better this year. I mean, now we have a church, we have some people that we have grown to really appreciate here. And my daughter, you know, she's a year old now, she's going on 2, and I just want her childhood to be filled with just joy and light and brightness. And yeah, I want that for me too. So I'm very excited. I just want, anyways, the vision for out there is just, I want a space where I can be outside in the mornings. Like my dream morning is like wake up, do some type of movement. I have a treadmill that Victor got me. It's like a little walking pad, and so I just want to be able to do that in the morning, be able to be in the Word, be in scripture in the morning. Like that just sounds amazing to me. And I don't know, I've been toying around with the idea for a minute of incorporating kind of like what I want for this channel. And I've been doing a lot of meal preps because I know they have been helpful for you, and those are awesome, and I'm definitely still going to be sticking to those. But I was really envisioning something where I could share more of myself in terms of who I am as a person, and I want to, if there's days when I'm having a bad day and there's something that sparks joy, like sharing that with you. That way you see that I'm more than just a person who makes food on the internet. Originally I thought, okay, I would start a separate channel that's just like motherhood and faith, and for various different reasons I stopped doing that, but or I didn't continue with that. But now when it comes to being here, and being on this channel, I just want this to be a more well-rounded page where it's not just food, but it's just me, my life, motherhood sprinkled here and there, but that's because I am a mom and that's just who I am, and meal preps help me because I'm a mom and things like that. But just, you know, I'm more than just a food person. I want to be just a real raw person, which is kind of how this channel started in a way, where you'd get to see me and Victor and just our life. We used to do vlogs, which are my favorite, and I feel like this past year, because of the just hardships that I felt emotionally and just mentally, that I found that the easiest way was kind of to back away and just show the not full picture of who I am. And I just felt like that was easier to do than to be vulnerable and be honest with like struggles, just not even food struggles, but just in general, like life. If I'm having you know, like a bad day or a sad day or something like that, like if there's anything that I'm thinking about and that I feel like a word of encouragement might help you because it helped me, like I would want to be able to share that. And I just want this to be a place where I can encourage you, yes, to eat plant-based, yes, eat healthy, make healthy meals, healthy choices, but also beyond that to help you live a joy-filled life. Because yes, you could have joy with plants, but you could have joy in different various areas of your life. And so yeah, I don't know, as I look around just the apartment and the messiness of the toys that are around me on the floor, I don't know, I want this place to be, now that it's the second year here in Florida, a new place, we finally are, I think, putting roots, and my husband and I have kind of thought that maybe Florida is where we're called to be for the time being, and possibility of even buying a house here someday. We don't know, but because we're leaning towards that possibly, I definitely want to make healthy habits that will continue with me and that I will get to share with you, things that I love to do, things that I love to eat, just a bunch of everything. I know this is probably not what most of you are used to, or if you subscribe, you probably subscribed for just meal preps or food, but you know, that's not going away. I'm still going to be doing that, but I kind of want to take a leap of faith and show you more of who I am, because I feel like I've grown so much in different areas, but changed so much in different areas since I started this channel. And yeah, I hope that makes sense. I hope you're gonna stick with me through this change as I navigate it, because I feel like it'd be healthy for me. One, because I get to talk to you. Like I finally will get to interact with you more, and I actually feel like I'm getting to know you. And you all have been so wonderful and so amazing and so supportive through the past 3 years of me being here. I think it's been about 3 years. And I am just so thankful. Like there is no amount of gratitude or no way that I can show the amount of gratitude that I have. Victor constantly reminds me, oh man, there are so many times when I just feel so sad, or like I have a video filmed oh my gosh, and I don't want to post it just because I feel just that it's not good enough, or I feel like nobody's gonna want to watch it, and that I have nothing more to give. But he reminds me, like, what about those comments that people leave you, where they're encouraged by you, or they're motivated, or you know, you bring joy to their day, or they look forward to your videos, they have their notifications set to see your videos. Like things like that bring me so much joy and just like give me the motivation to keep doing these videos and to share that portion of my life, and I'm like, man, I want to give you more. I want to give you more of myself and who I am, because I truly feel like when I read those comments, y'all are my friends. Y'all are people who I am doing this life with in a way. And you know, I know there's a screen between us, and I know that it could feel like, oh, this YouTube person that I watch on, you know, on YouTube, but I want you to feel like, you know, you're living your life, I'm living my life, but we have this connection and this friendship that I think people that don't do YouTube kind of in a way don't really understand. But it is this like friendship that where I'm just encouraged by the comments that you guys share, and you guys are encouraged by the stuff that I share, and somehow we just mesh, and we're just friends. And that's how I see it. And I feel like some people might not understand that. I feel that way with like different creators that I watch here. And yeah, I'm just so thankful for you guys. All that to say, welcome to my kitchen. I'm so excited to like show you. Let me see if I could maybe turn this around. It might not be smooth or anything, but there's our fridge. Okay, well, our fridge is over there. You know, I have stuff on the fridge, so I can't really show you, but there's our fridge, stove, got our sink back here, and yeah, like coffee setup. And then we have like this huge like pantry thing. And I'm just so excited. I'm so excited to bring y'all along. And my daughter's asleep right now. We'll get into the video. It's just gonna be more of a chatty one today. I love that I have like the opportunity to actually put like a full tripod and actually talk to the camera. With our other place, that was also one of the reasons that I stopped doing that, was because I didn't have enough counter space or table space to be able to prop up a tripod and actually like talk to you. I had to use a little mini tripod, and it couldn't go higher because my camera is pretty big. So that might not make any sense to you, but yeah, I'm very excited that now you can see like half of me, and I could show you, I could prop you up there if I wanted to and show you exactly what I'm cooking and like move you around. And yeah, I'm just so excited. If you guys want to see real life before I make my lunch, we have like a bunch of toys pretty much scattered all around. That is how our place is looking like right now. I'm just so excited to have y'all here and to welcome you into our new place. And please let me know if y'all are happy that things are kind of going to become a little bit more personal, I guess you can say. Today I'm gonna be doing some planning for videos now that we are settled. Still don't know exactly where everything's gonna go. But another thing, I guess another struggle, now that I'm sharing a little bit more, is that I'm actually on the hunt now for a remote job. And reason being is like, obviously, you know, I enjoyed thoroughly like that first year or so of being a mom, a stay-at-home mom, and it's been great. And financially for us, it doesn't make sense for me to go like in person for a job because daycare is so astronomically pricey and we just cannot afford that. So, and neither do I want to send her to childcare. Like, it just breaks my heart. Like, to send her somewhere for like 8 hours more than that, since, you know, you have to drop them off, pick them up so you get to work. And I just don't want to do that. So I am ideally looking for a remote job. I'm in the process of that. And yeah, it's a lot. But I feel like now that we're here, we're in a better area and just a better position, I think, now when it comes to like, she's her own little personality, and she kind of plays on her own. She does independent play. She gets so easily amused by things. And so yeah, because of that, I think we're at a good spot where I could get a stay-at-home, why do I call it stay-at-home? A work-from-home job, and do something remotely while I'm here with her, still taking care of her. And obviously that will still allow for like what I eat in a day, because I'm gonna be eating anyways, and I'm gonna be prepping snacks and whatnot for me and for my daughter. And yeah, so that's just a little bit of, I guess, of just a little new update that's been happening, that's also been consuming some of my time these past couple of weeks, just looking online and seeing if I could find something. It's gonna be hard to find, which has been a little tricky, but I'm confident that the Lord is gonna provide. He provided for this place, He provided for my husband's job, He's provided for our daughter. Oh my goodness, the Lord is so good. When I think about it and I verbalize it, I guess because I'm often literally by myself with my daughter, and I'm not like, you know, on the day-to-day with people. Yeah, if I talk to the camera and I'm talking to you, and y'all are amazing, and y'all are so kind and supportive and always hear me out whenever I share something, and I don't know, I always feel like I could verbalize it and it just makes it so much more real, and I could just talk and it just, yeah. Anyways, oh, I've been talking a lot, but yeah, the Lord has been just so faithful and so abundantly good. As we were moving out of the other apartment, I was just thinking to myself, like, God is so faithful. He moved us from California within the span of like a month to Florida for my husband's dream job. The car made it the whole way. We don't have the fanciest car. I made it the whole way. It's been running great, which we were like, whoa, that's amazing, because that's a big accomplishment, trust me. To like, now we have a church, and in the time, obviously, He gave us that apartment, and it just made me so grateful that even though, yes, it didn't meet our, I don't want to say needs, but it wasn't our dream. Like, it didn't become the location in which we wanted to stay in, but for the time being, like, the Lord was kind and good in that place, and He provided abundantly there. So, yeah, it just, and then moving here, and then now trying to build a community, like, that's the desire of our hearts, to build a community here. And yeah, I'm just really hoping that this coming year is like, you know, I can trust, I know that it's going to be just as good, and I know that God is going to provide for a job, because when I'm His child and He loves me, but also like I could look at the past and see that He's provided abundantly in the past, let alone like this past year, but even before that, like saving me, giving me the most wonderful husband, giving me a daughter, like, and obviously the list goes on and on of how faithful He's been. Like, He's surely going to provide for our family in this way if He brought us all this way here, you know? Man, see, it's things like this that sometimes I just want to share with you, but I feel like I'm limited because I only share food. But forget that. I'm just going to be me. And, you know, if you're not a Christian, or if you're not, a person of faith, like, it's okay. I love you. You're accepted here. You're welcomed here. And I just want to share joy. And my ultimate joy comes from the Lord. And I just want to spark some of that little joy into your day. And yeah, while sharing food and the food that I eat. So I don't know where I was going with that. But I have lunch prep. So I guess I'll show you what I'm having for lunch. We made some... Let me show you. She napped a little later, but she's gonna wake up anytime soon. So might as well have it ready so that she doesn't, yeah, anyways, for lunch, we're having some spaghetti. I made it yesterday. We have a lot of things that we have to get at Trader Joe's. We live a little bit further now, but still like a driving distance over the weekend to go to Trader Joe's. So for now, we're sticking with like pantry staples and like easy things, but this one is one of my absolute favorite things. It is spaghetti, and I use just regular plain old white pasta because my daughter loves it. And honestly, I have found, you know, like I'm not a huge fan of whole wheat pasta still. I have found bean pasta that's ish good, but if I want something comforting or just want something, I don't know, just taste wise, I think it just tastes better, but that's just a personal opinion. But it's basically just pasta and the Rayo's marinara sauce. I made some tofu scramble, and basically what I do is I put like, you'll see, but I do like pasta and then tofu on top, and then like vegan Parmesan. but I'm all out of vegan Parmesan. Again, we have to go to the grocery store. But, oh, and then Tapatio. Chef's kiss. It's so good. Yeah. Recently, the only thing that's like actually helped me get her to eat, she basically eats whatever, but it's the quantity of food that she struggles with sometimes when it's served on her own plate. But I've realized that if I serve her food along with mine in the same plate, she eats it happily and eats like even more than I would have served her. Yes, she's signing eat. Y'all can't see her, but she loves like sign language. Like she's been watching Miss Rachel and she loves to mimic the signs that they do on there. On top, now I seasoned it with like nutritional yeast, salt, pepper, some garlic powder. I would do onion powder, but I ran out, and I ran out of spinach. So yes, that's what we're working with. I have to go get some more curry powder, but that wouldn't have gone with this. But basically, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna warm this up. And here's our broccoli. We have a I steamed up a bag of Costco frozen broccoli in the microwave, and that honestly has been the easiest and most helpful thing. I can't remember the last time that I bought fresh broccoli. I have just been using frozen, and it tastes just as good. Costco kind. Some other ones I'm not a fan of, but Costco one. Can you say Costco? Yeah. Yeah, can you say Costco? You want a broccoli? She loves broccoli. So we're just gonna steam that up and yeah, have some broccoli. Okay. All right, so here's our little plate of food we got here. We got some pasta, tofu, and some broccoli. Yeah, we would have added the vegan Parmesan, but we're out. I'm gonna separate a little bit off for her so that I know kind of, one, how much she's eating. She can eat as much as she wants, but I also want to add Tapatio to part of it. Yeah, here. She's like, she woke up really hungry, so yep. I'm gonna eat up. So we just got back from our little walk, but we had a pretty relaxed, nice afternoon. My mom, it's actually her birthday today. I'm filming this on January 31st, and yeah, it's her birthday, so feliz cumpleaños si miras este video, pero no creo que lo vas a ver, pero de todas maneras, feliz cumpleaños. Yeah, so we went out on a little walk, and we're back, and one of the things that we've really been enjoying lately has been smoothies as her afternoon snack, which also ends up being mine. So I just make a batch of that, and we just load it up with a ton of good stuff. Usually we do a blueberry smoothie, but today we're going to be doing just a regular smoothie. So I don't know, I'm just my brain's been all over the place lately. Anyways, we're gonna get started on making that smoothie. I'm gonna take out all the things, and whenever I make my smoothie and we use a little blender, I typically add the protein powder at the end, like split it between mine and my daughter's. But today we're just gonna do one whole one just so I don't want to deal with it. We're out of blueberries. Victor uses that all the time too. Strawberries. And it is a jam-packed smoothie. It does have a lot of things in it, but that's just because we want a filling smoothie for our afternoon snack. She didn't really have like a big breakfast. She wasn't really hungry, so I think right now she might. And then this has been my current favorite yogurt. It's the Silk one. I like it because it has like more protein than a lot of other ones. I know there's like more out there, but I do my best to try to get some that have like less sugar. So yeah, but I like this one. I like it on its own, but honestly not that much. I prefer it in like smoothies because it's kind of thick, creamy, thick, kind of. Yeah, but like if you mix like frozen, like melted or thawed frozen blueberries into it, it's really good, and you can just have it like that. And I'm just gonna add some flaxseed and some chia seeds. I used to not like chia seeds. I've said this so many times, but now I really like them in like chia pudding or just mixing it with my oats. That's what I had been doing that I didn't mind, but now I've been adding it to smoothies, or I find like just anywhere to put it in. And you get a little boost of, you know, goodness. Oh dang, I was supposed to first use this for the peanut butter. And I'm gonna add a tablespoon of peanut butter. You could also use PB2, that's an option. I recently found that Smucker's has this organic blend that it's literally just peanuts and 1% or less of salt. And I've never seen this before. I always get the Trader Joe's, but we haven't been, but I needed one for Leanie. So I got that one. And it's actually really good. It tastes just like I remember Smucker's tasting like. So honestly, I kind of prefer it over the Trader Joe's one. That one used to be my favorite, but now I don't know. I kind of like this one. It seems to have like more flavor. Maybe it's the salt, but yeah. Either way, it's really good. So I add maybe about a cup of soy milk. I just kind of eyeball things. I don't have set rules or anything. Just hoping that it tastes good. I usually add more blueberries, but I didn't have any protein powder. I usually use the Complement protein powder that I've shared before because it doesn't add any like chalkiness to it, but today we are keeping it very simple. Oh wow, this time it made a bigger one. But I'm gonna get stuff prepped because I'm gonna show you how to make the Peruvian beans that I've mentioned in the last video, or like 2 videos ago that I was gonna do, but Victor had burned our little pitcher, our lark pitcher, so he got us a new one so I can make beans. And then I'm also going to be prepping some brown rice, but I thought I wanted to show you the Peruvian beans since I mentioned them. You're so cute. What's up, mummies? Yeah? And I love having like the pantry. I love having the island because I'm able to overlook like the living room area and see like exactly what she's doing. That way she doesn't like leave my sight. Cause you know, toddlers, they kind of go everywhere. My mother-in-law is the one who taught me how to cook these, but I didn't try to cook them once without doing like a double cook time. And when I did that, when I just cooked it in the Instant Pot once, the liquid in it, the water came out very, very like just kind of slimy. And I mean, they were still good, but they definitely, I think, needed that extra like time soaking. Maybe it'll change it if I were to soak them overnight, but I'm not sure. But this method I found that works. She does it on the stovetop, but I didn't like that I had to wait like 3 hours just about to watch them on the stove. And the whole aspect of watching them on the stove, like I'm just like, I just don't like that. I guess just having the stove on that long. And when I was young, my mom would always leave us in charge of the beans and watching them if she were to go out. And I remember there was one time I burned the beans because I totally forgot that she told us to do that. And I only remembered when she pulled into the driveway and I ran to go check the beans and they were burnt at the bottom. So definitely not doing that again. So yeah, more cookie. Okay, here you go. This first one, I'm not going to add any seasonings. It's just gonna be the water. Now for dinner, I ended up making this daring plant-based chicken, and for my daughter, I just made her some tempeh, eating in the same plate again since, you know, that's kind of how it's been going. But she loves this type of rice, and I'll share it in another video how I make it, but it's so simple. I make it in the rice cooker and just add some seasonings, and I prefer the Cajun daring one, but we were all out of that one, and I would typically add veggies and greens, but hey, we'll have to wait till we get to stock up on all of our essential veggies that we use every single day. But for today, kept it very simple. Nothing fancy, as you can see, but still very delicious. The first attempt, or that first cook. All right, let me get a strainer. They're gonna come out looking like this, kind of spongy, obviously not fully cooked, and I'm gonna drain that water out. Then right after Victor got back home, he brought me back some ice cream. He's seriously the best, and as usual, he always reminds me to take my multivitamin, and my favorite way to take them is with my greens. Today I decided to try out the Gut Nurture. They sent me a few weeks back just to try it out, and I gotta say, it is indeed very potent and extremely gingery, so I definitely got a huge whiff of it when I opened the bag. But this one I think just might take some time to get used to, since I'm not a huge fan of ginger in beverages. But we'll see. I'll keep you updated on if it kind of grows on me. It wasn't bad, it was just not something I was used to, but we'll see. For now, my favorite for sure is the Daily Greens. That one I have it every single day, and it is something that I look forward to every single morning or every single evening, basically though every single day. But that is pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for choosing to spend part of your day with me. I hope you have the best day, and I'll see you in a video very soon. Thank you for just choosing to be here, and I appreciate you very much. You are loved, and I'll see you soon. Bye.